My mom was always pretty hip and she told me not to talk to strangers. But she never warned me about the danger of talking to zombies. Let alone her telling me about 21st century technology that's probably going to end up killing us all. But with the end of the world looming, I stopped by my local video store and I rented Resident Evil. I'm Kevin Porter, and I got about a 50-50 chance of surviving this zombie apocalypse. But in the meantime, welcome to Video Rental Chaos. My first introduction to Resident Evil was being a nerd in my friend's basement while he played the video game with the lights off. I'm not much of a gamer, but when I first saw this game, I definitely knew it was something special. Fast forward to 2002 when the movie dropped, I remember the night we watched this for the first time in my mom's living room. And it scared the shit out of us. Zombies are badass, ladies and gentlemen. The movie opens up with what sounds like the description of Google. What are you hiding under the earth, you nerdy bastards? Now, let's get serious. After being told that the Umbrella Corporation is probably evil as fuck, we are brought into a lab where we see a sketchy-looking virus. After living through the last 4 years, a scene like this is pretty terrifying. We see the T-virus has escaped. People are just going about their day as slowly the Red Queen recognizes the threat. The AI goes into quick action trying to contain the virus to the genetic research facility. Those actions are pretty much just killing everyone on sight. I bet you're rethinking that whole Siri thing right about now. The character of Alice is introduced to us as she awakens from an apparent fall in the shower. She seems to have no memory of who she is. Alice wanders the mansion trying to find out clues to what is going on. Alice is then alarmed by a person claiming to be Matt Addison. Here we go as a group of commandos show up and secure the area, taking both Alice and Matt with them down to the hive. On the train ride down, Spence is introduced to us as Alice's fake husband, as the two of them are employees of the Umbrella Corporation. They were assigned to guard the hive's secret entrance. Once in the hive, it is their orders to basically overload the Red Queen and give the old bitch a good old-fashioned hard reset. While making their way through the hive, 3 of the commandos are trapped in a walkway. The special effects really got me there. As the Red Queen kills these trained operation commanders with state-of-the-art lasers. The Red Queen tells the remaining survivors to get out while they still can, or face the real possibility that you're gonna die down here. Kaplan is able to disable the Queen, opening all the doors inside the hive. This proves to be a costly mistake. Quickly, after the group is descended upon by zombies, the group does their best to survive the zombie attack, but poor JD was the victim of the most famous shot in any zombie movie. They are able to get away from the zombies initially. Alice breaks away from the group and is introduced to probably the scariest dog since Cujo. As she is forced into combat with these canine monsters, this gives us one of the more famous scenes in the movie. Matt is on the hunt for more information. It turns out he finds his sister, who is now a bona fide extra for the Night of the Living Dead remake. Luckily for Matt, Alice shows up and saves the dude's ass. Alice continues to get her memory back as the puzzle pieces begin to fit into their place. They need to devise a plan to get out of this place, because they only have under an hour to get out of the hive before they are buried alive. It's decided that they need the help of the Red Queen, so they bring the bitch back online. With the help of the Red Queen, they begin their escape through the maintenance tunnels. This place is infested as we get another standoff with the zombies. JD is back and takes a bite out of Rain, thus giving you the heads up that this chick is fucked. Once they get their shit together and put some distance from the zombies, they plead with Kaplan to continue the escape with them, but he declines as he knows, well, he's pretty screwed, considering he was bitten by the zombies also. The memories are almost all back, with Alice telling the group that there is in fact an antivirus that can cure you before you turn into a zombie. They find the lab, but the antivirus is nowhere to be found. The puzzle is finally put together when it's revealed that Spence was the one who stole the T-virus and the antivirus. This dude caused the entire scenario. Spence turns into the bad guy he always was. He's about to get away and save himself when the dude is attacked by the liquor. The Red Queen had released it on the group prior, but he was the only one that escaped, so he's the one that got killed. So they try to negotiate their way out, but the Red Queen wants them to kill off Rain. They refuse and the power is shut off. The door opens, and it's Kaplan. The liquor shows up as the group hightails it straight to the train for the antivirus. Alice is forced to fend off her fake, now zombie husband, and kills him once for us all. Till death do us part, bitch. Once on the train back, they inject the antivirus into both Rain and Kaplan. The liquor is back and kills off Kaplan. Alice fucks up the liquor as she screams for the door to be opened, but Rain is in Matt's way. He is forced to shoot the zombie bitch right in the head. The door opens and kills the liquor in splendid fashion. They're back at the top of the mansion, and Matt's wound begins to mutate, and they know they need to get him help. Cue the Umbrella Corporation scientists as they arrive on scene to quarantine the shit out of both of them. Alice wakes up in an unknown room at the Raccoon City Hospital. She is hooked up to God knows what. She stumbles her way out of the facility to discover that the world has been taken over by zombies. It really does look like they ate all the neighbors. Resident Evil is a hotly debated movie. Either you love this movie or you hate it. Based on the series' all-time box office gross, it seems that this is a fairly popular series. While I own the whole series on DVD, I've yet to watch the remainder of the films. I can't say that I'm a big fan of Resident Evil, but I do have friends that are. They love this shit. I think this movie still holds up on its own though. I know that not every single zombie film is going to live up to the George Romero flicks, but the jump scares in Resident Evil are pretty satisfying to me, along with the makeup effects and special effects that go along with it. Mila Jovovich is great in this film, and the other actors play their roles pretty decently. The film does feel like a 2002 movie. With the new metal soundtrack and score, it's not everybody's favorite, but I enjoyed this nostalgic look back to 22 years ago, as it reminds me of my teenage years. The final verdict is, I did enjoy Resident Evil. Maybe one day we can bust out an episode for Apocalypse. And until that episode happens, I'll see you at the video store.